In the agricultural sector, the problem of invasive wild boars is becoming increasingly serious. If you want to learn more about this issue, leave number 1 and start with me now. According to the Spanish Ministry of Agriculture, damage caused by wild boars to fruit farms amounts to 100 million USD per year. Damage caused by wild boars includes loss of crops, animal feed, and the cost of installing fences. These fences can be up to 79 centimeters high and are buried deep into the ground to prevent harm from wild boars. However, this is not the most effective measure. In 2023, there were more than 12,500 wild boar attacks on people and property in Spain. To overcome the damage caused by wild boars, the Spanish government has implemented effective measures such as using hunting tools and hunting dogs. Hunting is considered one of the most effective ways to control invasive wild boar populations. In recent years, the number of wild boars handled has increased significantly, contributing to minimizing the harm that this wild animal causes to the environment, crops, and human safety. The number of wild boar in Spain has decreased from about 1 million in 2020 to about 600,000 in 2023. This success is due to the efforts of experienced hunters. First and foremost, an understanding of the terrain inhabited by the invasive wild boar population, which is the Sierra Morena. This is a mountainous area, so movement for hunters becomes difficult. At this time, understanding their terrain was very important. Next, hunters must have expertise in using hunting tools to ensure safety and increase effectiveness in dealing with invasive wildlife. In addition, hunters over 18 years old are allowed to participate in dealing with wild boar in Spain. Hunters will be provided with the Remington 700 toolkit, which has proven to be highly effective. The tool is said by hunters to have high accuracy and long-range targeting capabilities, allowing users to kill wild boars at long distances in their area. The Spanish government also proposed the solution of using hunting dogs in hunting to ensure the safety of hunters. The use of hunting dogs and hunting to deal with the invasion of wild boar began strongly in the 19th century. Hunting dogs have a keen sense of smell, helping hunters easily take down wild animals. Evaluation of the effectiveness of using hunting dogs in controlling the number of wild boar in Spain has been recognized by many international organizations, especially the EU. Hunting dogs are recognized as an effective tool in controlling the number of invasive wild boar and protecting the environment. Thanks to the use of hunting dogs, Spanish farmers can also approach wild boars in aquatic areas. This is the area with the most difficult terrain for hunters, but thanks to the hunting dog's swimming ability, they have the strength to fight wild boars in this environment. In the past 5 years, the use of hunting dogs has helped destroy more than 10,000 wild boars in areas near water sources. Compared to traditional hunting methods, the use of hunting dogs has helped reduce the number of wild boars destroyed in the water environment by 30%. In Spain, the government often sets specific regulations on the number of wild boars allowed to be hunted each hunting season. With a maximum of 5, this number is limited to ensure the protection of wild boar populations and maintain balance in the ecosystem. If hunters exceed the allowed number of wild boar, they can face serious penalties from the government, including fines or loss of future hunting rights. How do you feel about this strict control of hunting activities? If you agree, please leave number 1 in the comments section below. When participating in wild boar hunting, using hunting dogs can be more effective, especially when done during daylight hours. Better visibility and natural light help hunters see more clearly, thereby increasing their chances of a successful hunt. The success rate can increase to about 30 to 40% when hunting during the day. However, during hunting, hunters need to comply with government regulations and policies on wildlife protection. This includes protecting pregnant pigs and piglets to ensure population sustainability and protect species development. After destroying wild boars, collection and treatment are also strictly managed. They are typically transported to processing stations or other safe and efficient disposal locations. This treatment is usually carried out by experts or local government agencies to ensure compliance with hygiene and environmental protection standards. Some areas in Spain will choose to exterminate wild boars because they believe they contain many pathogens that are harmful to health. In other areas, the government will reward hunters with a safety-tested wild boar for handling after completing the task. If you are a hunter, do you use hunting dogs to hunt wild boars? If so, leave the number 1. Otherwise, leave the number 0 in the comments section. Do you have something to share with Spanish hunters? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support Spanish hunters in dealing with invasive wildlife. Did you know that these deer are also invasive species? They might seem like ordinary grass-eating animals, but if you get too close, they can become aggressive. These two individuals are trying to drive away the deer, but the result is not as expected. Instead, the deer attacks their pet. These two individuals are in a very dangerous situation. I advise you not to act like this. Stay away from them as much as possible because they can attack you. When you approach a cornfield, it's easy to spot deer eating the corn kernels. Preparing for harvest, they will gradually move into the middle of the field to hide and consume the crops. It's estimated that each year, deer consumption can result in millions of tons of corn loss. This is a significant issue for farmers and communities alike. Furthermore, white-tailed deer are also a concerning invasive species. They roam the streets, causing fear among the local residents, who tend to steer clear of them. Many accidents occur, and around those accidents, these animals appear. The government has issued orders to build fences to prevent them. However, many fences are not tall enough, making it easy for them to cross. Fences are constructed around their living areas to ensure they do not roam freely on highways. Hunters from all over the world flock here to participate in this grand hunt. They are not just professional laborers, but also companions to these animals, creating an exciting and challenging hunting experience. Hunters, upon identifying their target, aim precisely and shoot at the chest area, causing paralysis that renders the animal unable to escape. In some other residential areas, the presence of such snakes is a common occurrence. The snakes lie quietly in the garden, waiting for someone to pass by before attacking. Fortunately, the man managed to avoid the snake's attack. Not only in the garden but also on the house's surveillance camera recorded that, during a baseball game, a snake appeared on the field, causing the match to be interrupted. As the number of snakes decreases, the government will enact regulations each year regarding the hunting of these invasive snake species. Hello everyone! Many mountain forest environments are being destroyed. Forest fires are occurring, and the forest vegetation is being affected. Some invasive species are gradually encroaching on areas around residential areas, even within cities. This video will show you how American farmers have dealt with these invasive animals. Leave a 1 to start right away. Some people spotted a group of black bears moving along the highway, causing some of them to abandon their cars and flee. They unexpectedly appeared in this man's yard, causing him to feel frightened. It entered the convenience store and ate food from the convenience store. It seems like this bear is very hungry. They'd break into people's homes, using the swimming pool leisurely while they are away. Not stopping there. This bear even climbs through the window to break into the house, rummaging through the residents' belongings. And you know what? Everything in the house is in disarray. In a major accident caused by a black bear, the car suffered severe damage as a result. This accident has been reported to remind people traveling on highways like this to move at a safe speed. However, the population of these species is increasing rapidly, forcing the government to issue directives to control the population of these bears. They can climb and are not easily found in the forest. These hunters have prepared food that they like and tightly pack it into containers on tree trunks. When bears smell the food, they will come closer to eat, which is the opportunity to hunt these black bears. The hunters hide in trees to find an opportunity to shoot them, using tranquilizer darts to hunt these animals. After being shot, they will run for a while, and when the tranquilizer takes effect, they will lie down peacefully. Now let's delve deeper into the world of wild boar. The hunting expedition in Texas stands out as one of the premier and most renowned destinations worldwide. Every year, thousands of hunters flock to the Lone Star State to partake in this thrilling pursuit. This region, characterized by its hilly terrain and dense forests, offers an excellent choice for hunting enthusiasts seeking new and exciting experiences. For the giant wild boars, which often weigh over 100 pounds, professional hunting companies typically organize these expeditions, providing hunters with guidance on equipment and accommodation before each hunt. The hunting group will be transported to a centralized gathering area. Then, they will be divided into hunting teams, and they will embark on the journey to search for these giant wild hogs. The challenging terrain and the high population of wild pigs make this place a top destination for those pursuing this passion. If you think that just buying a hunting license allows you to go to any hunting area you like, you must understand that hunting skills and observation are crucial. Unlike ordinary wild pigs, these giant wild pigs possess astonishing strength. They range in size from 200 pounds to 600 pounds and can run at double the speed of normal wild pigs. Their thick skin and fur make it crucial to choose the right hunting equipment. to catch them once they are in open and elevated locations. It's crucial to have a clear view of their movements. Wild boars will often move when they detect unfamiliar sounds in the area. Seizing this opportunity, hunters and farmers swiftly pursue and capture the wild boars. Everything seemed straightforward, but it wasn't. Slippery ground caused the boar to evade, and with its remarkable speed and agility, the giant wild hog escaped, leaving the hunters far behind. Behind another wild boar was discovered by the hunting dogs providing assistance. This boar was quite sizable, weighing approximately 300 pounds. The agility and quick hands helped harvest a large trophy, celebrating with the team. In a dense forest, the diverse landscape presents a unique challenge and rich hunting experience. In the truest sense, you let the wild boar slip away in the blink of an eye. Its speed of movement so swift that one could hardly underestimate its power. The hunters immediately split up and moved over greater distances, increasing the likelihood of catching it by about 60%. Will the wild boar be caught this time? Oh, it has been brought down by the nearest hunter, which is crucial, highlighting the importance of hunting in teams for both safety and capturing a larger number of wild boars. The pack of dogs is still on the move, chasing after the wild boars, and it was eventually brought down while attempting to escape. If a giant wild boar escapes, such a simple calculation would indeed result in a huge loss, with a boar weighing 100 pounds fetching around $3,000. That would be quite unfortunate, wouldn't it? For hunting teams, after the hunting period, they will be awarded prizes right in the forest, with rewards typically ranging from moderate to substantial. And of course, any captured wild boars will be converted into catch for the hunters. 2 million giant wild pigs are hunted in the United States every year, with this number increasing due to the growing demand for wild pig meat. The beaver rat, a rodent from Europe, was introduced to the United States in the 19th century and rapidly proliferated, causing significant environmental and economic impacts. They often attack crops, harming food supplies and destroying the balance in local ecosystems. Florida beaver rats, in particular, are a serious problem, as they destroy soil structure and damage burrowing turf lands, affecting livestock and agriculture. To control the proliferation of beaver rats, trapping methods have been developed and widely applied. In this video, we will look at two important methods for catching beaver mice: trapping beaver mice with a cage and trapping beaver mice with an underwater cage. The method of trapping beaver mice with cages is based on the principle that when beaver mice approach the bait inside the cage, they will become trapped. This method is effective and less harmful to the environment, but it should be noted that the large size of the cage can make it difficult to move. One of the popular methods of controlling beaver rats is the use of underwater steel wire traps, based on the fact that when they try to cross the trap area, they become trapped in the underwater wire mesh. Steel wire has advantages such as low cost, efficiency, and ease of implementation. Compared to other methods, setting up and using steel wire traps in water is often economical and does not require much expense. However, despite these advantages, this method also brings some limitations that need to be considered. One of the important limitations is the potential for injury to animals other than beavers that accidentally pass through the area of the trap. This requires careful attention and monitoring to ensure that the method does not have a negative impact on the environment and other wildlife. Hunting is also an effective measure, but carrying out hunting activities requires compliance with special principles and precautions. For dangerous habitats like swamps, hunters need experience, skills, and adequate equipment to ensure safety, including life jackets, helmets, and protective glasses. To increase effectiveness in controlling beaver rats, hunters can use binoculars to observe the hunting area from the AAR and set traps in places where beaver rats often appear, such as paths and baited areas. Beaver rats are common rodents, often appearing in people's homes. In another situation, the method used to treat beaver rats is by capturing and then releasing them back into the wild. This is considered a humane measure to deal with the problem of beaver rats that humans have caused, in order to protect and maintain the ecological balance in their habitat. While this method may be considered humane, managing and controlling beaver rat populations still requires an understanding of ecology and the effectiveness of specific measures. This helps ensure that the balance between the species and the natural environment is maintained, while ensuring safety and resilience for both people and the agricultural environment. Although beaver rats are an invasive species, their population control has been effective. They also provide meat, which is a popular food source, and plays an important role in the human food chain. These solutions have been effective in preventing the growth of beaver mouse populations and keeping human and wildlife habitats in a stable state.